Hello friends, it's Running Kimono, and today's video is just kind of like the best worst kept secret out there. I know a lot of influencers have been talking about the Dollar General clearance event, and the dates that are tentative is June 11th to the 13th. So in a couple of weeks, Dollar General Savings with Saunders had this. Whenever she has something, it's usually right on the money over on Instagram, and she's a very nice lady too. Now I know a lot of us at our stores, this is how it's been looking for months. And we thought maybe in April, maybe in May, we would have this clearance event. And there was a freaking rumor that was insane for Memorial Day. And it was just that, it was a rumor. Some stores, they might do like extra 50%, but those are rare and far between. But like some of these stores are just, there's a good amount of stuff. So your homework between now and the 11th of June is to go to the Dollar General, if this is your thing, and look around and see what they might have and take some notes. What they have, is it worth your time? That sort of a thing. I know some areas it's almost impossible to find clearance, but some areas, especially if you live in the country, there's a lot. And just to give you a quick example, I usually head out on Saturdays to shop. This little 3-pack of the paper towel for $2. So with that clearance sticker, it's part of it. And so an item that would be $2 during that 3 days, it drops down to $1. That Glade Force Flex, that's $6.30, is down to $3.15. Pair that with a manufacturer coupon. Can you say magic and razzle dazzle? So that's what we're looking for, are items that you can pair with coupons to get very inexpensive, or to pair it with the 5 off of 25 on a Saturday. And I mean, it's just unstoppable. So the best thing to do is to scout your stores, to see what stores have an abundance of stuff, what stores don't have a lot of stuff, what's worth your time, what's worth your gasoline. And typically Friday hit it hard, and then by Saturday, Sunday, the stuff starts like dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. And just to give you a quick example, so when I go and do the 5 off of 25 on Saturdays, I always like moonwalk near the clearance section, and every store, because I live super country, cleaning products like crazy, and specifically this and garbage bags, both, which I'm like, well, why wouldn't everybody want it? But even some of these prices are still a little bit too much. But we've had digital coupons that showed up today, which is Sunday the 30th, for both the Gain and the Arm & Hammer. So at the very least, just load your digital coupons, and maybe something will, show up at your store, and you'll get some of this stuff really inexpensive. And it's not only detergent, it's like hair products, dish soap, lots of food, lots of these items that you're like, wow, I'm just really surprised to see that. They have tons of it everywhere, and it's like an abundance of it at certain markets. And sometimes the stores that have so much stuff, what they possibly do is they go 70. So it's not 50, but it's 70% off. And that's when you get the absolute deepest savings. And that's like, your Christmas and birthday rolled up together. If you love clearance shopping, this is definitely an event to try. And I will have subsequent matchups the week of the 6th, because that leads into the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And I will also have a video on the POG as well. And I'll talk about POG in a second. So typically, when this event rolls around, like just to show you some of the savings, if your store is 50, an item that's $1 during those 3 days is down to 50 cents. An item that's like $7 is down to $3.50. So there's some very significant savings right there. That's the magic of this event. It's really fantastic. And some stores really pull out all the stops. They will take everything from the clearance section and put it right at the front, so shoppers can just like have at it. This store was 70 because they had so much stuff. So really, if you scout your store and you're seeing like a huge amount of stuff, possibly it might hit 70, which is like, the greatest thing ever since sliced bread, because who wouldn't want all of this stuff in your stockpile? I certainly would. But sometimes from scouting, you can tell like if it might hit 70, you get that idea if there's a good amount of stuff. And then, like this store went kind of crazy with all the signs. They had it on every little thing in the clearance section, but that's when like, hey, this event's happening. So they had one of these in February. They had one in January. And now we're in June. So they only happen maybe like 4 to 5 times a year, but when it does happen, it's really fantastic. And also, if you're a penny shopper, some stores actually put pennies in bins and then bring it to the back. And during the clearance event, the stuff shows up again. So you might want to look through that. You might, strike gold and find a bunch of pennies. Okay, guys, and just to give you a quick visual, like, I think this was the February before the pandemic started. That was the last clearance event that, like, it was amazing. And I got so much stuff, and this was like, I think I paid like maybe less than $10 or $15 out of pocket for all this, for a whole table full of stuff that was probably worth like, a couple hundred. And it is just the magic of this event. And like, if you really make a plan to really shop this and you're intentional about stuff, you will also have a table probably twice the size of this. I mean, it's just a tremendous event. A lot of you will probably be like, what's your budget? I usually try and spend about $20. The 5 off of 25 is a little different, but the first Friday, $20. That's my cap. Using the Dollar General app to scan in the store, that is just instrumental. And really pay attention, especially at checkout when you're doing this, to make sure that all the numbers are jiving and that things are ringing up at clearance price. But I mean, look at this table. This is a gorgeous haul and is probably one of my best clearance events. And I'm actually kind of proud of this. It was a really great day. Okay, so the planogram, which is also known as the POG, it's certain items with this goofy sticker, and I have to go the week of the 6th of June to go and see what it is. So at the beginning of the week, they're 10% off, but when it actually hits the clearance event, it's an extra 50 off of that. So pairing it with digital coupons, or even some items, like they had some acne cream at the last one that was like 45 cents, or hand soap for 45 cents or 30 cents. There's just some very significant savings. And this isn't like, the Dollar General brand. No, this was like Safeguard hand soap, and then they had like some Clarisil or something like that, some acne cream. So this is a very specific thing. The last time I made a video on this, a lot of you really enjoyed it. And for a lot of you that, you try to go to the Dollar General and it's almost impossible to find anything, and you're like, I just can't find anything. You can still look for planogram stuff, because this is stuff on regular shelves that has this goofy tag, and then when the clearance event starts, it's even less. It's kind of one of those harder things to explain. I made a video for the last clearance event in February, just to show you. I will link that video here at the end if you want to check it out. But it's some significant savings, and anyone can really do it as long as you have a Dollar General and the stuff is on the shelf. And sometimes with digital coupons, we have a ton of freebies. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited by this because I love the clearance event, and that it's 2 weeks away. I'm just like, I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. I might have to go to the Dollar General parking lot for the next 2 weeks and sleep there every single night because I can barely contain myself. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.